Her huge role in the GOP, she is rarely seen in the media. Trump and others have called her the Ice Maiden because of her powerful yet unknown role in the party.
That's Fox's Brooke Singman. As President-elect Trump considers who to nominate for his cabinet, President Biden's invited him to the White House.
And I assured him that I'd direct my entire administration to work with his team to ensure a peaceful and orderly transition.
A Biden executive order has been overruled by a federal judge in Texas, throwing out a plan to legalize hundreds of thousands of illegal immigrants married to American citizens. The president had called it keeping families together, protecting them from deportation, but the judge ruled it unlawfully exceeded President Biden's authority. Republicans have won another Senate seat, adding to their majority in the next Congress. Dave McCormick has won in Pennsylvania, unseating Democrat Bob Casey. McCormick tells Fox voters chose him because
they're deeply distressed by the skyrocketing prices, the wide open border, the crime in our cities, the war on fossil fuels.
His win gives Republicans 53 seats, but Democrats lead two other races not called yet. The GOP leads in the race for the House majority, needing to win 8 of the 27 races, still too close to call. A wildfire north of Los Angeles, whipped up by hurricane-force wind gusts, has burned down 132 homes and other structures.
We've had 10 confirmed injuries from the fire, most of which were smoke inhalation and otherwise non-life-threatening.
Ventura County Sheriff Jim Fryhoff. America's listening to Fox News.
From the Fox News Podcast Network.
I'm Emily Campagno, and this is the Fox True Crime Podcast.
I had nothing to do with her disappearance, but people still accuse me of it.
I sit down with the people who lived the nightmares.
I was in shock. I was just devastated.
The investigators who tirelessly worked on the case.
I feel for their families, and I really hope that they can catch this guy.
Bringing you closer to the story than you ever thought possible.
Listen and follow now at foxnewspodcasts.com or wherever you get your podcasts. From the Fox News Podcasts Network. Listen to the all-new Bret Baier podcast featuring Common Ground, talking to lawmakers weekly from opposite sides of the political spectrum about the issues of the day and how Americans can find common ground in a politicized world.
That's just not happening on Capitol Hill. It takes leadership, right?
Yeah, it absolutely does.
Along with all your Bret Baier favorites like the campaign, the candidates, the all-star panel, and much more. Available now at foxnewspodcasts.com or wherever you get your podcasts.
Well, the U.S. keeps helping Ukraine in the war against Russia and helping to defend Israel against Iran and the militants it backs. There's a change at the top of U.S. Southern Command in another region.
Navy Admiral Alvin Halsey succeeded Army General Laura Richardson as the commanding officer of SOUTHCOM, which provides security for Central and South America and the Caribbean. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin spoke to those who serve in and work for Southern Command.
I want to thank you for defending our country with such patriotism and professionalism.
The Secretary also highlighted the unique challenges of SOUTHCOM's work in the Western Hemisphere.
Irregular migration, and fundraising by transnational terrorist groups, and natural disasters fueled by climate change.
He added that SOUTHCOM proves the United States is a trusted, reliable ally for its neighbors. Kevin Uretsky, Fox News.
On Wall Street, stock futures are down modestly. The day after the Dow dropped just a fraction of a point, but the Nasdaq surged up 268 points to a new record high after another Federal Reserve interest rate cut, 0.25% this time.
Fed Chair Jerome Powell.
We continue to be confident that with an appropriate recalibration of our policy stance, strength in the economy and the labor market can be maintained.
There is uncertainty over how far the central bank will go with rate cuts as the economy continues to post solid growth while inflation still remains an issue. Hillary Barsky, Fox News.
A thriller on Thursday Night Football.
Jackson running around. Little jump pass, touchdown.
That gave Baltimore the lead, but Cincinnati came back, scoring a touchdown in the final minute, but the Bengals failed on a 2-point conversion and ended up a point short. The Ravens won 35-34 on Amazon Prime Video to kick off Week 10 of the NFL season. I'm Dave Anthony. This is Fox News.
Local news. News Talk 107.7 and 1400. The Hub.
News is brought to you by One Bank of Tennessee, where service is second to none.
Now, live from the Hub News Center. Allgood City Council will decide Tuesday whether to approve a $42,000 bid for new extrication equipment for the fire department requested to enhance emergency response. The fire department recommends Palmetto tools, citing their durability and performance, with the low bid provided by NAFCO. This vendor, the only local distributor, offers a streamlined purchasing process to speed up acquisition. Competing bids from Safe Industries and Rescue One came in higher, and Smith County's historic courthouse in Carthage is set for a major revival as a community hub thanks to a $1.8 million state grant and additional county funds. This restoration will bring the courthouse back to its original elegance while adding high-tech upgrades. Renovations include energy-efficient windows, new HVAC units, and a remodeled first floor with offices, free Wi-Fi, and a space for telehealth services. The second floor will host county commission meetings and local business events. Outdoor Wi-Fi around the courthouse will also be available. I'm JP Bazette. You're up to date with the Hub News Center.
From the WHUB Willow Window Studios, your trusted window, garage door, and custom window treatment experts. Willow Window. Stop by their new showroom at 310 Newman Drive, Cookeville.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is radio station WHUB, the voice of the Upper Cumberland in Cookeville, Tennessee.
Good morning.
Good morning, Cookeville, with Jason and Sheila on 107.7 and 1400 The Hub.
Good morning, Cookeville. It's Jason and Sheila. We're live here this morning in the Willow Window Studio. Today is the 8th of November. It's Friday. It's 6:06. Good morning to the lovely and talented Sheila Scruggs.
Thank you, Jason. A high today in the low 70s for us. We've got 59 right now. Our guest will be from Upper Cumberland reporter Jacob Vinson will be in here talking about some high school basketball, high school football, all kinds of
playoffs
things.
starting tonight. Yeah.
And then some college ball, too. We'll talk about a little bit of everything with Jacob Vinson. And then Emma Levitt's Art Prowl will be going on this weekend, and she will talk about what she has, then all of the, I think at CPAC, they've got like 33 vendors there.
Oh, my gosh.
That's just at one place. Now, what Art Prowl is, you just walk around the west side, and you see all kinds of different artists that you can buy from, ask questions, and we'll find out more about that around 7:30 with Emma.
All right, a few things you need to know. If you've been by the IWC building on Dry Valley, you're like, man, what are they doing over there?
Yeah.
90,000 more square feet that they're putting in there. I believe Randy Porter told us about that. But that's to accommodate U.S. Foods because they'll be using IWC as a place where they distribute their stuff from as well. They're all same company now, but still different things.
Yes, I remember him talking about that.
At least that's the best I understand anyway.
Yeah. And speaking of Randy, I saw he was on yesterday. He was talking about the Veterans Day Parade in Cookeville. It's tomorrow. The ceremony will be on Broad Street. Start there, side of the courthouse at 10:30. Parade will be immediately following the ceremony that they're having there, and then they will run from Broad to Washington and to the depot at North Cedar, and you can just join everyone celebrating our veterans. So that's just going to be a cool thing.
And we plan on having our giant Christmas card there as well, unless it's raining. If it's raining, we won't. But if not, we've got it 6 feet tall. It's 4 feet wide. When you open it up, obviously it's 8 feet wide. And we're inviting the whole Upper Cumberland to come by and sign this Christmas card. That's going to go to the 278th, our local boys here from the National Guard that just got deployed. And we're going to send that to them so they get it in time for Christmas, so they'll know that everybody in the Upper Cumberland is thinking about it.
It really is a cool looking card. The Christmas tree. You imagine if it's a 6-foot card, the tree's real huge on it. It's decorated and it's a camo tree.
Yeah,
it looks real cool. I'm thinking those guys will think that is so cool.
And veterans printed it and put it together as well.
I even love that more.
The vet printer. I believe it's the vet printer. I'll be sure to get that information and put that out because good bunch of people doing that, and I thought that was cool that that veterans printed it, put it together, and then allowing us to run around and get it signed by everybody.
It's going to be great. We want as many signatures on that as possible.
We got a lot of places we'll be going, so be watching out for us there. Cookeville's economic health has given the city a boost. The bond market for Cookeville is a AA1, double A1. I'm not real big on how bonds work. So those of you who know are like, Jason's an idiot, but you can figure it out. AA1, AA1 bond rating from Moody's. Now, I do know getting that from Moody's is a big deal. I've heard that before. So we're in good shape financially.
Well, we've been talking about the veterans. Also in White County, Veterans Day Parade and Program, they'll have one. It starts at 10 tomorrow. The parade's at 10, and then there's a program that follows the parade. So it's kind of opposite of Cookeville's, which the ceremony's first, then the parade. But the program for them starts at 11, but the parade in White County is at 10. The lineup will be at 9 a.m. at White County High School. Parade will be at 10 and proceed to Metcalf Park next to the American Legion building. So it just sounds like that's going to be a big event for them as well.
Other veterans things going on tonight at the fairgrounds. I believe we told you about that already as well, at the Overton County Fairgrounds.
Yeah.
When Stephen Barlow was in last week. I think we told you about that. That's going to be tonight if you want to go, and that's for veterans families, Gold Star families, any of that want to go, and he's been smoking meat all night. So
that's right. He said he was the one doing it.
So he's ready to go eat some food, because from what he told me, it's a lot.
Well, I went to GovCon, and that's where I first met old Steve.
Yeah.
Stephen, he knows how to cook and eat.
Mm-hmm.
I can tell you that. He knows good food.
A few more veterans things that the kids are doing today. At 8:30, Baxter Primary has their Veterans Day program. At 9, Avery Trace has their Veterans program. 9:30, Berks and Monterey High School have their Veterans Day programs. And then at 10 a.m., Upperman has their Veterans Day program. There's a bunch more on Monday as well, from Cane Creek Park, Jerry Whitson, Parkview, Prescott, Sycamore, Allgood Middle, Upperman Middle, Cornerstone, and Vital. They'll all be doing theirs on Monday, but there's a few more Veterans Day programs if you want to go take advantage of those.
I wanted to remind everyone, especially if you know someone that might need a coat for winter, on the 16th, which is next Saturday, Kiwanis Coats is happening. First United Methodist Church at the Christian Life Center, 210 East Broad Street, next Saturday, 9 to 11. Coats will be available for the first come, first serve. And each individual is kindly asked to take just a maximum of 3 coats, and no questions asked. Just go and get your coats if you need a coat. Just kind of giving you a hand up if you're kind of, how the economy has been. And it's kind of hard, especially when single moms and single dads.
Yeah, sometimes you just need that one extra little thing, and it may be a coat.
Yeah, and coats can be expensive. So,
excuse me.
She's done that for several years, so I just wanted to let you know it's going to be next Saturday, 9 to 11, First United Methodist Church.
All right, and we'll talk to the Upper Cumberland Reporter boys about this, but there's 3 players in the Upper Cumberland who were nominated for this year's Mr. Football semifinalist.
Oh, wow.
And that's Clay County's Nate Adams for Class 1A, White County's Trip Pinion named a semifinalist in Class 4A, and Upperman's Bronston Chaffin recognized in Class 4A. So we'll talk to Upper Cumberland Reporter about that and see what they think their chances are of being Mr. Football.
Well, congratulations to all 3 of them. That's a pretty good feat to be considered and nominated for that. Your 2 cents.
Yeah, what is it today, Sheila?
Would you rather clean bathrooms all day, or would you rather do laundry all day? And then I asked folks to tell us why they choose their answer.
I'd this is going to be weird, but I'd probably go bathrooms.
Really?
I hate folding laundry.
I'd much rather do laundry than bathrooms any day.
Well, I feel like bathrooms you could get done with. Laundry seems to be something that lasts.
A little quicker, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
If it's just me I'm cleaning up after, That's one
okay.
thing.
Is it my bathroom or somebody else's bathroom?
Somebody else's. Let's do
Oh, then
that.
I choose laundry.
Right.
If it's
See?
somebody else's bathroom, I choose.
Because I said bathroom. Have you read clean bathrooms all day?
Right. But again, if it's my mess, I'm okay with it. If it's somebody else,
somebody else's mess, you never know what they've gotten into.
all right. And that's over on News Talk 107.7 and 1400 The Hub. I think this morning, and Engineer Mike can text and let me know for sure, but I think we're on YouTube this morning too.
Oh.
So if you search at Hub Plus Cookeville, you should find our channel. Go ahead and subscribe to that. You can watch us on YouTube. We're working on getting us live on Facebook as well. Of course, you can get us on channel 192. That's on Spectrum, Twin Lakes, or you can do us a huge solid and download Hub Plus for your Roku. So a lot of ways to consume Good Morning Cookeville.
Consume.
Yeah, I'm using the big words.
Like we're all over the place.
It's Good Morning Cookeville. We are live here in the Willow Window studio. You guys hang out with us.
At Gentry's Power Equipment, we deliver unmatched value and reliability for all your outdoor needs. Right now, get an instant $700 rebate on select Exmark radius mowers and enjoy special financing options at just 1.99% for 48 months. Don't miss out on these incredible savings. Hurry in, rebates won't last long. Visit Gentry's Power Equipment today and power up your yard with the best deals in town. Gentry's Power Equipment, 755 Buffalo Valley Road, Cookeville, where big boy toys are their specialty.
Over 50 years and still going strong and growing. With American Way, you'll gain the knowledge and skills necessary to thrive in today's market. We provide realtors the tools they need to succeed, so this essentially adds up to success for the agents. If you are willing to work, we can make it happen for you. We also have a very family-oriented culture with a focus on productivity. Give me a call. I'm William Baugh, 931-310-6291.
American Way Real Estate, 710 South Jefferson Avenue in Cookeville.
Willow Window is your go-to destination for all your window needs. At Willow Window, we specialize in providing top-quality windows that not only enhance the beauty of your home, but also improve energy efficiency. Our wide selection includes a variety of styles, colors, and materials that suit every taste and budget. Visit Willow Window at willowwindow.pro or call 946-3691. Visit the friendly, experienced team at the new Willow Window showroom at 310 Newman Drive in Cookeville. Willow Window is the name you can trust.
The gas industry makes gas smell. We do it on purpose, to let people know when gas is present. If you smell gas in your home, call the gas department immediately, day or night. Then, after you call, don't flip any electrical switches or light matches until the serviceman has inspected your home. Help us keep natural gas the safest energy there is. Natural gas. Energy for life. This message brought to you in the interest of safety from the Cookeville Gas Department in cooperation with the Tennessee Public Utility Commission.
Our nation's economic problems have been building for the past 50 years, and they're not going away overnight. Dr. Ron Paul here, and this is why I recommend diversifying your IRA or 401k into gold, a proven bedrock in any economy, with my friends at Birch Gold Group. To learn more, get a free info kit on gold. Text the word HEDGE to 989898. That's HEDGE to 989898.
Message and data rates may apply.
Go with your gut. Your dog's immune system is based in the gut. A diet lacking in nutrients can cause itching, scratching, and a weak immune system. However, there is a solution. DINOVITE. Dinovite. It took a grand total of 2 weeks. The dog stopped itching, the hair stopped falling out. Try Dinovite for free. Just pay shipping and handling. Learn more at dinovite.com/radio.
Happier, healthier with every bite. Over 1 million pets helped with Dinovite.
107.7 and 1400 The Hub. Jason and Sheila. Good morning, Cookeville.
Good morning, Cookeville. We are live here in the Willow Window studio. It's 6:19 now with Jason and Sheila.
It's going to be just a tad breezy today. About 6 miles an hour. Doesn't sound that bad, but it's going to mess your hair up just a little. I think about these things for our girls. Also, it's going to be nice though. 72. I don't mind this weather.
Yeah.
Because it's not real cold or chilly yet, and then there's just a little bit, maybe a nip in the air.
Yeah, good fog this morning too.
Yeah, thank you because I almost forgot about mentioning that. So a little bit of fog this morning too when you're heading in. But your 2 cents, what would you rather clean all day? Bathrooms or had you rather do laundry? See, I'd rather do laundry. I said, tell us why you chose, because laundry's already clean when you're folding it and everything.
That's true, but folding it is a pain in the rear.
It's cathartic because you're just concentrating on that, and it's just.
Do you have a certain way that you fold things?
Yes.
Like, what are you most picky about when you're folding?
I hate to say this, but a little bit of everything. I'm picky about my washcloths and my towels, because if you don't fold the towels just right, they don't go in the what am I trying to say? Don't go
pantry. Not pantry.
But it's like, they don't go in the closet.
Towel pantry.
Towel pantry. They don't go in the towel pantry.
I think there's a name for it, but I don't.
And then it looks so pretty when they're all stacked.
Yeah.
And
Donna has a certain way she likes towels folded, and I didn't when we got together. So I conformed to her way of doing that.
Because you knew it was better.
Right, but then she's conformed to my way of folding T-shirts.
Yeah, I'm particular about my T-shirts too, because I have some really, really good T-shirts, and I don't want the front
crease
of
down
them.
the middle.
Yeah, I hate that.
Yeah.
I can't stand it.
I fold mine like you're going into a store and are going to buy a T-shirt.
Wow. Now, where did you learn that?
On my own as a bachelor man.
You were that particular about your T-shirt.
I had to look good, Sheila.
For the ladies. He was a bachelor and wanted to look good for the ladies. That's what it was. That's why you laugh.
You're probably right. So, so if it's my bathroom, I choose. Like if it's just at my house, but you're not going to clean those all day. So,
right. So
I'm guessing that you also mean cleaning other
people.
people's.
Like, what did you rather do all day? Clean bathrooms?
So if we're looking at other people's bathrooms as well,
right?
I'm out.
I'm out.
I'll do laundry.
A lot different, isn't it, when you think of it?
But if I'm doing just mine, I'd rather just clean the bathrooms.
Well, that's quick and easy when it's just yours.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, depending on how messy you are. And I do mean messy.
But also, don't want to be doing other people's laundry either, especially their undies.
You whispered undies? That's underwear. Anyway, let's see what other people are saying. Trudy is always positive. She said, whatever God leads to do, I'll do it with honor. But I know she means it. She's always putting positive stuff on here. Dilcia said laundry. Bathrooms just creep me and gross me out.
I mean, I can see that. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that goes on in the bathroom.
Okay, now Rachel is experienced. She said, I clean houses.
Okay.
I think I'd much rather do laundry all day. This house had fuzzy urine on the walls. Like I guess it had been there.
I'd like for you to never say fuzzy urine again.
Yeah.
Can we make that a rule?
And she put picture.
Oh, I don't want to see any pictures.
Thanks for that, Rachel. Good morning to you.
Gosh, Rachel.
Dale Welch. Hi, Dale. Laundry. It's mostly pushing buttons.
It is mostly push, and your house smells so good.
Oh, I love the smell of clean laundry. Yeah, you're right.
Our vent is right by the back door.
Yeah.
And there's times I get home and Donna's doing laundry, and you just
it makes you feel good, doesn't it?
Yeah, and she puts more smelly stuff in her laundry than I do.
I do too.
She's even got these little crystals now that she puts in there.
I have those little beads to make it smell better.
That's what I'm talking about.
The little crystals.
Yeah, they're little magical crystals.
Robin said she'd rather do laundry. Not gonna clean anyone else's poop. Yeah, see, when you really think
I don't want to do that either. Like I can't imagine being the person that has to go and clean like convenience store.
We have an overwhelming amount of people that would rather do laundry, but those that are choosing bathrooms, Tana says clean bathrooms. I love a clean bathroom. I hate folding and putting away laundry. So if they don't want to do the laundry, it's usually the folding that gets on their nerves.
And putting away. That's a terrible
Yeah,
thing
but,
too.
yeah. I like folding and stuff, and sometimes I'll
Yeah.
leave them in the basket for a little bit, and I'm like, oh, they've been sitting there a couple of days. I need to put them up.
Yeah,
You
I'll
know.
put them around.
I'll do that later.
Yeah, that's a later thing.
And
I
then
don't
I'll
need to
fall
worry about.
asleep on the couch, you
Right.
know, because it's usually at night when I'm, at the end of the day when I'm doing the laundry and I fold, watching TV and all that stuff up and down. Let's see. Somebody else said bathroom. Kevin said bathroom. He said, I just do a couple of squirts of scrubbing bubbles and it's done.
Yeah, on the TV commercial, they do it for you.
Yeah. Those bubbles just go into action.
And they always got a smile on their face and a little mustache.
Yeah, they're cute, aren't they?
Yeah, the main one's got a little mustache. Reminds me of my daddy when I was little.
Oh, your honey bun commented on
What did
this.
she say?
Donna said, because of the current condition of our bathtub, I'm going to say I'd prefer laundry.
She bought her it's like a bathroom power tool, and it's got a brush in the end, and she likes to take baths at night.
Yeah, yeah.
And then so before she does, you'll hear that power tool start. And she
Oh, I need to know what this is because I know, like, if you don't do it, like every time you get out of the shower, there's going to be soap scum built up. Yeah. So I would like to know what that power thing is that can scrub it away real quick because that's what, when you're sitting in, you want all that soap scum out.
Oh, yeah.
Everything. Yeah.
It knocks it out real good. It does a great job.
That's pretty awesome. Sylvia said, actually, I enjoy both.
Both.
Yeah, she said the laundry smells so good when it comes out of the dryer, so warm and clean. I do like that warmth of it, too. I'm like a cat like that. I mean, my cats are like, ooh, you got the dryer door open. I'm always so scared my cats are going to get in there, and then I'm going to have to just turn it back on because you feel something that's kind of wet, and then wouldn't you hate to hear that cat flopping around in there? But it's not happening. I checked.
Fresh sheets, too.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
And I must admit, I like fresh sheets in a made bed. That's how you know you've been married for a good long time.
Yeah, because you're used to it,
used
and
to
you
that.
like getting taken care of, don't
Right.
you?
As a single man, that kind of stuff doesn't happen.
Yeah, because you never made your bed, did you? Or if you did, making your bed requires. I pulled up the sheets and I pulled up the cover.
That's 100% right. Yeah.
But Sylvia, she was talking about she likes to do both. She said, she likes that clean laundry, and she said, I just clean my bathroom and it smells fresh and clean. So it's like satisfaction
So
when they're
fresh
both
and so
done.
clean.
Yeah, and like a lot of folks say it's therapeutic to like clean because you're working through things in your
Right.
head and you're cleaning and getting the frustration out, and then when it's done, you're like, oh, it smells so good.
Cleaning does help with that. I'm a frustrated cleaner.
Yeah, and I
as
think a
well.
lot of people are.
You see me do that where I'm frustrated and I
When
just
he's
take to cleaning.
cleaning, well, not that you don't. He's pretty clean, but when he's like really cleaning, like a deep dive into it, I was like, what happened today? What happened?
What's Jason stressed about? He's stress cleaning.
He's stress cleaning.
Oh Lord.
And then people are like, what's wrong with Jason? Just let him do it. He's working through some things. But laundry is definitely the winner.
All
Most
right.
people would rather do laundry.
Coming up, we've got spoiler alert for you. That's the latest going on in the world of entertainment and music. We'll get to that in just a little bit. The Real Good, that's on the way as well. So that's a couple of stories that are positive and uplifting. And round 5 of Ask Sheila is on the way.
I got one yesterday.
Right. So
And I'm surprised with those questions yesterday. I even got one.
yeah, if you could get all 3 today, it'd be a huge deal. So
It'd be a surprise for me too, Jason, to be honest.
we'll get to that, and then some great guests coming up after 7. Appreciate you listening. Appreciate you watching. Good morning, Cookeville, live here in the Willow Window Studio. We'll be right back.
Local news. News Talk 107.7 and 1400. The Hub.
News is brought to you by One Bank of Tennessee, where service is second to none.
Now, live from the Hub News Center. 2 men from Putnam County were killed in a tragic murder-suicide during an 80th birthday celebration on Walnut Road. The Putnam County Sheriff's Office reported that Randall Eldridge, 63, and Bobby Andrew Fye, 56, died after an argument turned deadly in the driveway around 8 p.m. on Tuesday. Witnesses said Fye shot Eldridge before taking his own life. Authorities believe a decade-long feud between the two may have led to the incident. And Tennessee Tech University will celebrate its veteran students, faculty, staff, and community members with a week of events honoring Veterans Day. Though classes are canceled on Monday, activities kick off Tuesday with a public Veterans Day ceremony at the Jer Whitson Building, featuring U.S. Army veteran and Tech's Associate VP Kevin Vetter as keynote speaker. Events continue with a campus-wide appreciation day and a Veterans Town Hall on Wednesday. Thursday brings a kickball game and a block party, and on Friday, Tech offers a Veterans Movie Day in the Veterans Center. I'm JP Bizette. You're up to date with the Hub News Center.
Good morning, Cookeville. I'm Jacob Vinson with the UCR Sports Report on 107.7 and 1400 The Hub. 49ers star running back Christian McCaffrey is expected to make his season debut on Sunday against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. McCaffrey has practiced all week, and Coach Kyle Shanahan says he is ready to go. The Pro Bowl running back has been on the IR since September 14th with a lower leg injury involving his calf and Achilles. Florida Gators athletic director Scott Strickland announced yesterday that they are sticking with head coach Billy Napier to lead the Gators football program. Napier is 15-18 now in his third season with Florida. Napier's buyout would be $26 million. The Nashville Predators fell to 4-9-1 on the season last night as they lost to the Florida Panthers 6-2. Flyers beat the Lightning after a shootout 2-1. Bruins beat the Flames in overtime 4-3. Islanders over the Senators 4-2, and the Devils beat the Canadiens 5-3. Tonight on high school football, we have 4 playoff broadcast games. On UCR 4, Cookeville battles Riverdale. Upperman and Signal Mountain on UCR 3. White County plays Red Bank on UCR 2. And on the main UCR page is Macon County at Soddy Daisy. I'm Jacob Vinson. That was the UCR Sports Report on 107.7 and 1400 The Hub.
The Fox Business Report is brought to you by Paul Winkler Incorporated, now with an office at Cookeville, creating confident investors. PaulWinkler.com.
I'm Liz Clayman, and this is the Fox Business Report.
This morning, Wall Street is trying to keep that post-election rally going. This after stocks ended mixed, with the NASDAQ and S&P 500 posting new record closes. The Dow fell over half a point, the NASDAQ jumped 286, and the S&P 500 climbed 44. The CEO of shoe company Steve Madden says it's moving production out of China, with the prospect of higher tariffs under President-elect Trump spurring the company to accelerate its plans to shift where its products are made. Specifically, it says it'll cut nearly half of its China production within the next year as it braces for tariffs under a second Trump administration. And today we find out how Americans were feeling about the economy at the start of the month when the University of Michigan releases its Consumer Sentiment Index for November. Business news twice an hour on Fox News Headlines 24/7. I'm Lillian Wu.
Did you know your life insurance is an asset you can sell? I'm Jay Jackson, CEO of Abacus Life. For almost 20 years, Abacus has been purchasing life insurance policies from seniors just like you. And at abacuspays.com, we've created a free policy value calculator so you can find out the worth of your policy in just seconds. There are no fees and no obligations. Get real value for your life insurance when you need it with Abacus. Learn more at abacuspays.com.
Upper Cumberland weather.
Brought to you by the Habitat for Humanity's Habitat Restore, located at 560 South Jefferson in Cookeville.
This is your latest forecast from News Talk 107.7 and 1400 The Hub.
We'll see clouds start to break up a little bit today. Temperatures will climb into the low 70s. A little bit of cooler air in here overnight. We'll be in the low 50s, low 70s again Saturday. We'll start the day dry, but rain chances increase as we get into the afternoon, especially tomorrow night and into Sunday, with highs falling into the lower 60s.
It's 4 a.m., Monday, and you're literally sucking baby snot through a tube because she's congested. Man, that's love. And if you love her that much, love her enough to make sure she's buckled in the right car seat. To make sure your child's in the right seat for their age and size, visit nhtsa.gov/the right seat. Show them you love them. Keep them safe. Visit nhtsa.gov/the right seat. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Good morning, Cookeville. With Jason and Sheila.
On 107.7
Good morning,
and
Cookeville.
1400
Jason
The
and
Hub.
Sheila here, live in the Willow Window Studio, live on Hub Plus, live on channel 192 on Spectrum and Twin Lakes, live on 107.7 and 1400 The Hub on Facebook, live at Cookeville, at Hub Plus Cookeville on YouTube.
A lot more to say, isn't it?
Plenty of ways to get us this morning. Still working through some of those issues, and we appreciate y'all sticking with us as we figure out this new video format that we're trying to do.
Most definitely. A high today around 72, a little breezy. We've got a little bit of fog out there, but it's 60 right now. And our guest this morning, a little after 7, Jacob Vinson from Upper Cumberland Reporter, and also Emma Levitz. She is with Art Round Tennessee. Art Prowl is happening today and tomorrow, and we'll talk to her more about that at 7:30.
All right, it's spoiler alert time. Things going on in the world of entertainment and music. So here's what's on TV today. On regular TV, you can watch Accused. That's on Fox. SWAT is on CBS. So is Fire Country.
You don't even know what that is. You just like saying
No, I've watched Fire Country.
Oh, is it good?
Yeah, it's all right.
Is it about firefighters?
It is.
Say no more.
Okay.
It is. Okay, I'm watching.
Reba's Happy Place show's on tonight.
I think that show's pretty funny.
Cute little show.
Yeah.
Also Lopez versus Lopez on NBC. Shark Tank is on ABC.
Love Shark Tank.
And Gold Rush is on Discovery. Do you watch any of those gold?
I have seen it a couple times. I do like it, but it's like I never can get into what day they come on.
Right. It's one of those things that if there's nothing else going on, nothing else, I'll be like, oh, I'll watch them hunt for gold. New to streaming, Every Minute Counts. That's on Amazon. Bank Under Siege.
That sounds interesting.
That's on Netflix, a limited series there. The Cage is on Netflix, season 1 of that. Investigation, Alien. That's on Netflix, season 1.
Can I talk about, my husband and I tried to watch, there was something new. It wasn't this show.
Yeah.
But something new on Netflix that was talking about alien abduction, something that happened in Manhattan, the Manhattan alien abduction.
Yeah.
If it was real or not. It started out interesting, and then it just kind of got boring on me. And we didn't finish it. 'Cause I'm like, I don't know about
abductions.
this. We were just wanting to see what okay, there's a skit on Saturday Night Live where Kate McKinnon acts like she's been abducted by an alien.
Yeah.
Which was hilarious. I'm like, did she base it off of these people because she looked like these people?
Yeah.
Like almost like making fun of them.
Well, I heard them talking about it this morning on the way in on Coast to Coast AM with George Norrie.
Yes.
And he was talking to the guy who produced that show.
Yeah.
And it sounded real interesting. Of course, the guy who produced it's going to make it sound.
And that's why we checked it out, because we've seen an interview with that guy and he made it sound real interesting. I think he's more interesting than the show.
Yeah, probably.
To be honest.
On Saturday, some quality college football. Alabama and LSU is the big game for this weekend. A not so big game, but it'd be really funny if Florida State won. Florida State at Notre Dame, because Florida State's just sucked out loud, Sheila.
Yeah. And do you think they can pull it off?
Sheila, this football season, I think anything
You
can
never
happen.
know, right?
Yeah.
I mean, look at Vandy.
Look at Vandy. It's crazy. More streaming over the weekend. Arcane is on Netflix. On Sunday, NFL football. Detroit Lions, Houston Texans. Detroit's doing really well, and all the other stuff that happens with NFL football. I think the Titans are still playing football. I'm pretty sure that they still have a team in Nashville, the Nashville Titans.
Do they really?
Word on the street.
They may have a team, but it's not a team. You know what I'm saying?
Also this weekend is Yellowstone. Allegedly.
Oh, it is this weekend.
Allegedly, it's Yellowstone.
So you're not believing it until it actually comes on?
Until it happens, Sheila, I'm not willing to believe.
Are you going to watch it?
Of course I'm going to watch it.
Remember, the reason I'm asking this is because you said, I don't even know if I care anymore, may not even watch. You've said that.
Well, I said that, but then yesterday, my beautiful wife, Donna, she's like, oh, Yellowstone's on this weekend. I can't wait to watch it. And I'm like, well.
Got to watch it with Donna.
Watching Yellowstone, no matter what I said before.
I knew he would anyway.
Lucasfilms has announced a new Star Wars trilogy to be written and produced by Simon Kinberg. It's rumored this would continue the Skywalker saga with episodes 10 through 12. And I don't know enough about that to know anything. So, sorry. Mass Effect TV series based on the popular video games is officially in the works at Amazon, MGM Studios. Daniel Casey is set to write and executive produce the adaptation for that. 3 people have been charged in connection with the death of One Direction star Liam Payne.
Oh.
Yeah, the 31-year-old singer passed away October the 16th after falling from a third-floor balcony in Buenos Aires. One person who accompanied him has been charged with abandonment and drug supply. A hotel employee and a third person have also been charged with drug supply.
Yeah. So it sounds like they were just out to get money from him. Like they probably charged him for all the drugs, and then it's like, okay, see ya.
It's the same as Matthew Perry.
Exactly.
You know, these people knew what they were doing,
But didn't care.
right? Everybody, if you're older like me, and maybe even Sheila.
Oh, you're nicer this morning, because usually he goes, old like Sheila,
Well,
and
you
maybe
know,
me.
everything's working real good today. I'm feeling
Yeah,
good
don't
about
jinx
things.
it,
Yeah,
right?
right. You remember You've Got Mail.
Yes, of course.
AOL.
Mhm.
You've Got Mail. That guy who said that, his name was Elwood Edwards.
Elwood.
Elwood passed away
Aw.
Tuesday at the age of 74. So
Well, Elwood sounded so nice, you know, because he made us all a little smile a little bit. You've got mail. And it was so exciting when that first happened, remember? And now
yeah.
we've got too much mail. It's like I don't delete it enough.
Here's the thing. He recorded it on a cassette deck in his living room in 1989. They paid him $200. And he said he didn't need to receive residuals for his voice work.
Oh, no. He only got $200 for all of that?
Yeah.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
That's like something me and you'd do, though.
Yeah. I will just do it for you.
Jason would go, hey, Sheila, I just need your voice on this. And then I'd do it. And then it would just blow up for
Yeah.
Jason. And I'll be like, oh, yeah, I got $150.
I'd be like, I paid you $200,
Jason's a
Sheila.
millionaire, but I got $150.
The children of Sean Combs, Diddy, just don't support him. They're attempting to rehabilitate his damaged image. And I get being a kid and loving your mama and your daddy. I just don't know if you can
hard to rehabilitate
that. They've taken over his Instagram and all that stuff and are trying to show pictures of him being a good daddy and all that stuff.
And I bet there was a side of him that they knew and they didn't probably know that other side. I mean, he probably kept that from his kids.
I mean,
look how he kept it from everybody else.
Well,
except
yeah.
the people that wanted to join
of course
in
he
on
kept
it.
it from his kids. Who would
Now, I'm not taking
bring
up
their
for
kids
that.
in
I'm
on
not
that?
taking up for things that he allegedly has done.
Sounds like it to me.
No, I was just saying I'm feeling for his kids mainly.
I know. I
And
get
I'm
you.
hoping he kept it from his kids. And
Yeah.
I understand they see their daddy. They don't see all that other stuff. So I kind of feel sorry for the family on all that.
I do too. I mean, to have to deal with all of that would be. I mean, I'd hate that if that was my
How do
dad.
you process that? In
Well,
your
I have
own
no
head,
idea.
You know?
I have no idea how you do it.
I'm glad I don't have to do it.
That's spoiler alert. It's Good Morning Cookeville. Coming up here in just a little bit, we'll have The Real Good. That's a couple of stories that are positive and uplifting. And round 5 of Ask Sheila.
Can I do it?
See if we can get to 9 correct answers this
I don't
week.
know if I can do it, but I sure do have fun.
I think
trying
you
to
can,
do it.
Sheila. We'll get to that in just a little bit. Hang out with us. It's Good Morning Cookeville. We're live here in the Willow Window Studio.
Hey folks, this is Paul Winkler. Have you ever really spent time planning for life after work? If not, you're not alone. For most, it's a scary thought. Making sense of investments, Social Security, Medicare. To make it worse, the advice people typically get is from salespeople or family members who got their information from salespeople. We are here to take the mystery and fear out of retirement. The next step is yours. Call 615-851-1950 or go to paulwinkler.com. That website is paulwinkler.com, creating confident investors.
And now located in Cookeville,
now.
At Gentry's Power Equipment, we deliver unmatched value and reliability for all your outdoor needs. Right now, get an instant $700 rebate on select Exmark radius mowers and enjoy special financing options at just 1.99% for 48 months. Don't miss out on these incredible savings. Hurry in, rebates won't last long. Visit Gentry's Power Equipment today and power up your yard with the best deals in town. Gentry's Power Equipment, 755 Buffalo Valley Road, Cookeville, where big boy toys are their specialty.
It's time for the show, and you know it's gonna go high. There's a buzz in the air, and people come from everywhere to hear the auctioneer cry. The sound of the gavel never gets old when you hear an EJ say so. Live or online, we handle auctions of any kind.
Call Amanette's Eagle Auction at 526-5335, where we soar higher.
Willow Window is your go-to destination for all your window needs. At Willow Window, we specialize in providing top-quality windows that not only enhance the beauty of your home, but also improve energy efficiency. Our wide selection includes a variety of styles, colors, and materials that suit every taste and budget. Visit Willow Window at willowwindow.pro or call 946-3691. Visit the friendly, experienced team at the new Willow Window showroom at 310 Newman Drive in Cookeville. Willow Window is the name you can trust.
Over 50 years and still going strong and growing. With American Way, you'll gain the knowledge and skills necessary to thrive in today's market. We provide realtors the tools they need to succeed, so this essentially adds up to success for the agents. If you are willing to work, we can make it happen for you. We also have a very family-oriented culture with a focus on productivity. Give me a call. I'm William Baugh, 931-310-6291.
American Way Real Estate, 710 South Jefferson Avenue in Cookeville.
Hey guys, it's Philip Gibbons for Carlin Chevrolet. Aren't you tired of being sold a car by the other guys? And once you leave the lot, the dealership acts like they don't even know you anymore? Well, at Carlin Chevrolet, they're not in the business of just selling cars. They're in the business of making you family by having the #1 customer service in the Upper Cumberland for over 10 years and lifetime oil changes. Carlin Chevrolet on the corner of Spring and Willow or carlinchevrolet.com. Carlin Chevrolet. Up front, honest, home.
Jason and Sheila. Good morning, Cookeville. 107.7
Good morning,
and
Cookeville.
1400 The Hub.
Live from the Willow Window Studio. It's Jason and Sheila here. 6:47 is the time.
That's sure right. I'm like, oh yeah, we got people coming in after 7.
Way to go, Jason, getting the time right. And that Jason, he's getting the time right every time now.
From Upper Cumberland reporter Jacob Benson will be in talking about all the football games, basketball on the way, all kinds of stuff.
That's right, Sheila.
Thank you. And then at 7:30, Art Prowl will be happening this weekend. Emma Levitz with Art Round Tennessee will be in at 7:30. Thank you, Jason.
Every day, me and Sheila, we go through a bunch of news stories, try to find some that are positive and uplifting, and we call it The Real Good. As part of a class project 26 years ago, a 4th grade student named Mackenzie Van Eek created a message in a bottle, threw that bottle into Lake St. Clair in Ontario, Canada.
I can see her throwing it, even though I don't know what she looks like.
Earlier this month, a current kindergarten student named River Vandenberg, cool name, who happens to attend the exact same school that Mackenzie does, or did, back in the day. She was visiting the beach, or he was visiting the beach with his grandma and found Mackenzie's message in a bottle.
Message in a bottle.
River took the bottle back to school, where a 4th grade teacher read it to a class that amazingly includes Mackenzie's daughter, the girl who put
Wow.
the message in the bottle in there. Scarlett is her name. Scarlett was shocked to hear the words being read by her teacher. Scarlett said, "My mouth just completely dropped," and everyone was like, "Who's that? Who's that?" And Scarlett said, "I was like, my mom."
I was like, that's mom.
I was like, totally mom. Mackenzie admitted that she occasionally wondered what happened to that bottle, and somehow, some way, that bottle found its way back into her life and the life of her daughter a quarter of a century later.
That's pretty cool.
That's a cool story.
It's almost like a boomerang. You throw it and then it came back.
Yeah.
Many years later.
Another real good story. Bubba Watson is a superstar American professional golfer. He was playing in a big tournament in Indonesia about a week ago. During a round at the Indonesian Masters, Bubba hit a hole-in-one, which is, exciting for any golfer. We know somebody, Jacob Vinson, the upcoming reporter, who's done it. Not in Indonesia, though. It was a real special shot, and because it resulted in a local family getting a big boost, thanks to a pledge from the tournament sponsor BNI, Bubba's hole-in-one meant a family in need would receive a new home. Bubba matched the donation, saying the game of golf has helped me tremendously around the world. For all the charity things that golf has brought to the table, this is a very special part of that. The crowd and the golf community, who were then treated to another bit of excitement because just 10 minutes later, another player with a much longer name than Bubba Watson hit another hole-in-one.
Wow.
Resulting in yet another house being donated.
Crazy.
It is crazy. So to all the message in the bottle people.
Right.
And Bubba Watson and the other golfer who hit a hole-in-one, y'all are real good. All right, Sheila, are you ready for Ask Sheila?
I'm ready as I'll ever be.
This could be the day that we get to 9. That's all we can do is tie. All right, you ready?
Okay, I'm ready. I'll try my best.
According to studies, doing this every day reduces anxiety, depression, and also improves your balance. What is it?
Yoga. Or exercise, some type of.
Not yoga, not exercise. I'll let you take one more chance.
Doing this every day improves your balance?
Yeah, this is something you can do almost anywhere. I'll give you a big hint because I want you to get there. You could do this real good at Cracker Barrel.
Now I'm thinking sit by the fire, but it's not that way all year long.
No, but what
You can rock in a rocking chair.
Rocking in a rocking chair.
That was a great little hint for me.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Jason.
Question number 2, round 5. Ask Sheila. We are at 7.
Woo!
7 correct answers.
I wouldn't have got it without that.
Which is a
Cracker
big
Barrel
deal.
thing.
Experts say if you're having a bad day, you're 71% more likely to do this. What is it?
If I'm having a bad day, I'm more likely to eat chocolate.
So you'd say like have a snack.
Yeah.
Have a snack, Sheila. Congratulations. That puts you at 8.
That's a little scary. I'm almost there. I'm almost going to tie my record if I can get the next one.
If you get this next one, Sheila, you will tie your record of 9 for Ask Sheila.
Are you going to put an asterisk like you always do because you gave me the hint of rocking chair?
No, you got that on your own. I mean, that was still kind of out
The Cracker
there.
Barrel hint really did help me.
Okay. All right, Sheila, next question.
Okay.
Studies have shown that doing this will make you 11% happier. What is it?
Hugging your pets. Sleeping.
No, it's neither one of those, Sheila.
11% happier?
Yeah. I'll let you take one more guess, and then we'll move on.
It could be anything.
It could be.
What did I say? Hugging pets and sleeping?
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't think of anything.
Drinking with your buddies.
I wouldn't have ever gotten that.
Drinking with your buddies.
Sometimes that makes you more depressed.
I mean, it depends on who your buddies are.
No, but that alcohol it's a depressant.
Well, I know that, Sheila, but sometimes being out with your
If you're already if you're already having a bad day, that can sometimes make you feel worse.
I've never known that to make me feel worse. If I've gone out with my buddies and we're having
If you go out with your buddy,
we're having a beer or two.
Okay, I get you.
Yeah, because I mean,
I'm more thinking of drinking alone at your house. You're feeling bad.
well, the answer was with your buddies.
Okay. Excuse me.
So if you're out,
Remember, I did not get that answer.
that's right. Well, hey, you made it.
Okay.
You made it to 8.
Yay!
Congratulations. Here. There.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Sheila. I got a fancy applause button now.
I feel fancier.
Yeah.
Wait, let's do it one more time.
All right, here we go. Way to go, Sheila.
Thank you.
Today, by the way, is Cook Something Bold Day.
Does that mean bold spices or just something you haven't ever tried that may be a little hard?
Cook Something Bold Day is designed to encourage us to cook something bold and daring that will fill up the house with warm, homey odors. Homey odors.
It's funny because earlier
depends on who your homie is.
Your 2 cents was talking about cleaning toilets, and now we got homey odors.
Today is also Dunce Day.
Why do you look at me like that when you
Because
say,
you're right across from me, Sheila.
yeah, that's it. He went Dunce Day.
I did not. They plainly saw me. There are cameras everywhere in here. You can't lie anymore about how I'm looking at you.
Oh, and that's how I felt. You looked up like, it's Dunce Day, Sheila. Welcome
Yeah.
to your day.
Did you ever have to sit up against the wall?
Yeah. For talking too much.
That's
Imagine that.
That's me. I had a teacher tell me once, here, sit facing the wall. You can't talk to the wall. And I was like,
I bet I can.
Watch this.
I made friends with the wall.
And then I became a radio disc jockey where you talk to the wall.
Exactly.
And now I get to talk to the lovely, talented Sheila Scruggs.
Whoop, whoop. Hey, I need.
Today is also National Cappuccino Day.
Yeah, I'll take it.
You know, I don't like the.
I like a latte better than a cappuccino. I don't even know what the difference is, but a latte tastes better.
You know, I don't like the fancy coffees.
You don't. You like it black.
Yeah,
like a real man.
Just straight up, no cream, no sugar.
I
Just
didn't know a lot of you men were like that. Like, you know, sometimes when our guests come in and it's a guy and I'm like, hey, would you like some coffee? Do you want any creamer? No, I take it black. And I'm like, okay, whatever. There's no harm in a little splash of cream.
that's why you trying to take away my manhood for?
That's how they act, like very offended that I would ask.
Today's also National Harvey Wallbanger Day.
That's a drink.
It is. I
don't even know what's in it.
3 parts vodka, 1 part Galliano, and 6 parts orange juice. Poured in a highball glass and garnished with an orange slice and a maraschino cherry.
I'll just take the orange juice and the cherry, please.
Some good guests coming up here in just a minute.
Yes, from Upper Cumberland Reporter, it's Jacob Benson. And also at 7:30, Emma Levitt. She's with Art Round Tennessee. And we're going to talk about the art problems coming up tonight and tomorrow.
Awesome. So stick around for that here on Good Morning Cookeville, whether you're listening on the radio at 107.7 and 1400 The Hub, or you're on the Hub Plus Roku app, watching on cable channel 192, or watching on Facebook or watching on YouTube. We really appreciate it. Jacob Vincent is next with high school football. Stay with us. It's Good Morning Cookeville, brought to you by Office Mart and Industry Mart. We're live here in the Willow Window Studio. Be right back.
This is News Talk 107.7 and 1400. The Hub. Good Morning Cookeville. W299BY. 107.7 FM. And AM 1400. WHUB Cookeville.
President-elect with the White House again. I'm Dave Anthony. News in the White House again. The White House. I'm Dave Anthony. Susie Waters, the Trump co-chair, will make history as the first female Trump campaign co-chair. Will make history as the first female
universally admired and respected. Innovative and is universally admired and respected, and will continue to work tirelessly to make America great again. He says he has no doubt that she will make our country proud.
Fox's Brooks Singman. President-elect Trump is also working on building his cabinet, and President Biden assures him he'll help with a peaceful transition, even inviting Trump to the White House. And as for the Democrats' election loss,
we're going to be okay, but we need to stay engaged. We need to keep going.
A Biden executive order that he said would keep families together has been undone by a federal judge in Texas who rules the president exceeded his authority, protecting hundreds of thousands of people here illegally from deportation if they're married to American citizens. The 14 states that sued to block the plan called it mass amnesty for illegal aliens. Israel has sent planes to the Netherlands with rescue teams and doctors to bring soccer fans back home after they were attacked by pro-Palestinians in Amsterdam.
5 people were hospitalized and more than 60 were arrested after an anti-Israel mob targeted and violently attacked Israeli soccer fans at the team's match. Videos posted on social media appear to show multiple fights in the streets.
That's Fox's Chanley Painter. A wildfire has left people homeless north of Los Angeles with almost nothing left.
I took a picture of my wife at the hotel last night, and I sent it to my kids, and I said, this is the sum of everything that we own. And it was a backpack, a carry-on bag, and a banker's box.
His home among the 132 houses and structures burned down by a Wynwood, Ventura County wildfire. America's listening to Fox News.
The Tunnel to Towers Foundation welcomed U.S. Army Specialist Brent Menard into a new mortgage-free smart home in Florida. Now, while on a road clearance mission in Afghanistan, Brent's vehicle was blown up by an improvised explosive device. Brent became a T4 paraplegic. Tunnel to Towers built him a specially adapted smart home that allows severely injured heroes like Brett to live more independently. We hope you'll donate $11 a month so this great work can continue. Just go to their website, the letter T, the number 2, the letter T.org. You know, the big wireless companies want you to overpay for data that you don't need, but you don't have to settle for that with Pure Talk. Well, you get to choose how much data that you actually want. And for $25 a month, you'll get unlimited talk, unlimited text. You're going to get mobile hotspot, 5 gigs of data. Go with Pure Talk, and you get to choose how much data you actually want. Just dial pound 250, say the keyword save now, and if you do it now, you'll save an additional 50% off your first month from Pure Talk.
Republicans have won a 53rd Senate seat as they get ready to take control of the next Congress.
Former hedge fund CEO David McCormick has defeated 3-term Democratic Senator Bob Casey. McCormick used the endorsement of now President-elect Donald Trump to earn the victory. Senator Casey was heavily endorsed for re-election by many Democrats, including Vice President Kamala Harris, who ultimately lost the state's 19 electoral votes. McCormick's win will add to a new Republican majority in the U.S. Senate when the next Congress convenes in January. This was McCormick's second time seeking a Senate seat. He lost to Dr. Mehmet Oz in a primary 2 years ago. Gernal Scott, Fox News.
Now, there are 2 Senate races still not called yet, but the Democrat leads in both Arizona and Nevada. As for the House, Republicans have won 210 seats and need to win just 8 of the 27 races, still too close to call to maintain their House majority. Stocks could fall. Futures down modestly after another record day that lifted the NASDAQ and the S&P 500 to all-time highs after the Federal Reserve announced another interest rate cut, 0.25% after September's half-point reduction.
We continue to be confident that with an appropriate recalibration of our policy stance, strength in the economy and the labor market can be maintained.
That's Fed Chair Jerome Powell. On Thursday Night Football.
After a 41-38 overtime thriller last month, the Ravens and the Bengals picked up where they left off. Baltimore won this rematch 35-34. Cincinnati's Joe Burrow hit Jamar Chase with their 3rd touchdown connection of the night. With 38 seconds left, the Bengals tried to win in regulation, but the Ravens foiled the 2-point conversion attempt. Lamar Jackson gave the Ravens the lead for good with 1:49 remaining on a 5-yard TD pass to Rashard Bateman.
That's Bob Mortale. I'm Dave Anthony. This is Fox News. She helped President-elect Trump win the White House again. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News, and now she'll run the White House. And Susie Wiles, who was the Trump campaign co-chair, will make history as the first female chief of staff.
Despite her huge role in the GOP, she is rarely seen in the media. Trump says Susie is, quote, tough, smart, innovative, and is universally admired and respected, and will continue to work tirelessly to make America great again. He says he has no doubt that she will make our country proud.
Fox's Brooks Singman. President-elect Trump is also working on building his cabinet, and President Biden assures him he'll help with a peaceful transition, even inviting Trump to the White House. And as for the Democrats' election loss,
we're going to be okay, but we need to stay engaged.
Local news. News Talk 107.7 and 1400. The Hub.
News is brought to you by One Bank of Tennessee, where service is second to none.
Now, live from the Hub News Center. Allgood City Council will decide Tuesday whether to approve a $42,000 bid for new extrication equipment for the fire department requested to enhance emergency response. The fire department recommends Holmatro tools, citing their durability and performance, with the low bid provided by NAFCO. This vendor, the only local distributor, offers a streamlined purchasing process to speed up acquisition. Competing bids from Safe Industries and Rescue One came in higher. And Smith County's historic courthouse in Carthage is set for a major revival as a community hub thanks to a $1.8 million state grant and additional county funds. This restoration will bring the courthouse back to its original elegance while adding high-tech upgrades. Renovations include energy-efficient windows, new HVAC units, and a remodeled first floor with offices, free Wi-Fi, and a space for telehealth services. The second floor will host county commission meetings and local business events. Outdoor Wi-Fi around the courthouse will also be available. I'm JP Bazant. You're up to date with the Hub News Center.
From the WHUB Willow Window Studios, your trusted window, garage door, and custom window treatment experts. Willow Window. Stop by their new showroom at 310 Newman Drive, Cookeville.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is radio station WHUB, the voice of the Upper Cumberland in Cookeville, Tennessee.
Good morning. Good morning, Cookeville, with Jason and Sheila on 107.7 and 1400 The Hub.
Good morning, Cookeville is brought to you by Office Mart and Industry Mart. We're Jason and Sheila here live in the Willow Window Studio. 7:07 now.
One of our favorite segments is keeping up with sports, high school, what's going on. The best way to do that is Upper Cumberland reporter Jacob Benson joins us this morning. Hey, Jacob.
Good morning. It's a good day.
Yeah.
Well, Jacob, tell us, we've got high school football playoffs tonight, and let's start with Upperman. That may be the shortest part of this whole segment. Tell us who Upperman plays and what you think the final score may be. Obviously, competition's gotten a little bit more. We're talking about playoffs now, right?
Yeah, and this is the conversation that Noah and I had on our Tuesday night or our Thursday night football show last night, and saying they get Signal Mountain, and Signal Mountain is 6-4. They're a formidable team.
They're okay.
We still think Upperman is going to win by 30-plus points in this game. So it's just two different levels of teams right now between Upperman and Signal Mountain. Signal Mountain is kind of having a resurgent year. Past couple of years, they went 3-7, got a new head coach this year, running a different offense, but they are very small. And Upperman will be able to exploit that and exploit that with their speed.
They'll be able to push them around. When it comes to line play, they were just going to road grade them.
Probably that. And then in film, Signal Mountain has also given up a lot of deep shots in the secondary, and obviously Bronson Chaffin can sling it out there to a few different receivers. So
Right.
They're going to have some opportunities to score some points.
Bronson Chaffin is somebody else I want to talk to you about, a semifinalist, Mr. Football. What are his chances of being a Mr. Football?
Well, 4A is always really tough. I mean, we saw it with Malachi Dowell a few years ago at White County in 5A, and we thought he was the runaway Mr. Football. He ended up not winning it to a guy that ended up going to Tennessee, and obviously he had a great season as well. But and Noah kind of has his own opinions on how Mr. Football is chosen.
Now Noah having his own opinion?
Yes, I know. It's
Who would have thought?
I know it. But so honestly, we don't know. He's had a tremendous season. I think he's accounted for 24 touchdowns total, 25 touchdowns between on the ground himself and then through the air as well. He's thrown for, I think it's almost 1,500 yards, along with rushing for 700 yards. So the numbers obviously speak for themselves, and they could be bigger too. You got to remember, a lot of these guys for Upperman did not play in the second half for the majority of the season.
Why would you?
Yeah. I mean, you're saving them now in these last 3 games. They've had to just because to get their conditioning up for the playoffs. Right. You're going to be playing all 4 quarters. But, I mean, I'd like to say his chances are good.
Okay.
There's 4 other guys that also have really good numbers, and the way that they actually choose Mr. Football has always been a little bit interesting.
Is there a way like all of us here can help these guys? I mean, can we like be pests to the TSSAA?
So it's actually already been chosen. They just kind of release it on a delay. It's a regular season award. The ballots had to be in by Saturday, this past Saturday.
Okay.
So they've already chosen the winner. They just released the semifinalists.
There's no influencing it by being super fans.
Right. Yeah. So they've already released obviously the 5 semifinalists. Then they'll release 3 finalists, and then they'll release the winner.
Are you talking about you being super famous?
I was hoping to start a Twitter war, Sheila, with somebody because I'm feeling like a Twitter war today, and.
You're wanting that.
There hadn't been enough of those this week.
And that'd be fun to watch Noah get in on that Twitter war.
Yeah,
it was all about a Twitter.
Yeah,
yeah. Well, and what it is there's a shadow committee, is what they call it, from around the state that chooses Mr. Football between
New World Order's what I heard.
So it's probably not the best way to do it because it's not transparent whatsoever. But yeah, so
all right, let's move on.
We hope he's got good chance.
Let's move on to Cookeville tonight. They are playing Riverdale at Riverdale. Riverdale's always a hard out, no matter what.
Yeah, it's a really, really good Riverdale team. I mean, they took Oakland all the way into the 4th quarter, had a lead against Oakland last week, and it's a defense that they just do not let you get anything easy. They've given up 9 points per game, and that kind of got inflated by giving up 36 last week to Oakland. Only 2 other teams outside of Oakland have scored more than 7 points, and it was 12 and 14. So you really you don't score on this Riverdale defense. Now, Cookeville's offense is pretty multiple, and they're very good, scoring 35 points per game against a pretty good schedule that they've played this season. The biggest thing for them is the same thing that we've talked about for the second half of the season. They can't get out to a slow start. They have to get out to a fast start, and especially against Riverdale, because if you can't get out to a fast start and you can't score, you're in trouble. Now, your defense is obviously going to be tested as well. Riverdale's going to have all kinds of athletes that are led by DJ Taylor, who's going to MTSU next year, both on offense and defense. He's a tremendous defender, kind of a game wrecker on that side of the ball. So the Cavaliers, they're going to have their work cut out for them. They played them well last year. It was 21-14 entering the 4th quarter in the second round of the playoffs. Ended up losing 42-21. It kind of got away from them as they were trying to press a little bit and get that lead back. But I think it probably would be called an upset if they won. But they're absolutely, they've got a chance to win the game.
They're capable of winning, so it's not out of the question. Then it'd be a hard fought game.
Yeah, and when we picked the scores last night, we both picked Riverdale, but mainly because we just haven't seen Cookeville win these ball games yet. We saw it last year a little bit. They haven't done it this year. Their 2 chances, Green Hill and Mount Juliet, kind of their 2 big games of the season. Went down 3 scores early. So if they don't go down 3 scores early, you feel a heck of a lot better going forward in the game. But we picked the scores to lose by 2 scores in this game. So
another big game, White County is tonight, and of course another Mr. Football semifinalist, Trip Pinion, is played in that game. So let's kind of do the back and forth on that. Who's White County playing? What are their chances? And then tell me about Trip Pinion and his chances to be a Mr. Football.
Yeah, I mean, he's had a tremendous season. He's had a tremendous career at White County. Obviously, it started with Malachi Dow, and then in Malachi Dow's senior year, Trip Pinion was there, and so they kind of worked off of each other, and that was just a prolific offense. But now he's here in his senior season. The only thing that hampers him a little bit, just in terms of the game tonight, is he picked up a leg injury against Cumberland County 4 weeks ago.
That's right. I forgot about that.
And ever since then, he hadn't quite been himself. Now, they haven't lost. And so this team is obviously still playing some good football. They're coming off a win against Livingston Academy last week, 40-0. They're playing Red Bank tonight, and obviously Red Bank is normally a very good football team. I think White County is the better team in this game. And Noah and I broke it down last night on the show. White County could lose this game, and so they're going to have to play well. Red Bank has a lot of speed on the outside. White County's key to success is to running the football, and that's what they've done here in the second half of the season. A big reason why they've won all these games in a row after losing to Upperman. But then to your point about Tripp's Mr. Football semifinalist, a tremendous nod to him. I mean, he's averaging 10 yards a carry. I'd have to look it up.
Ridiculous,
how many touchdowns he has. I think he's over 15 touchdowns on the ground, and he's thrown it more this year as well. And I don't know if that was a concerted effort to open up the offense or more so to make his stats look better. Either way, it worked.
Right.
He's a Mr. Football semifinalist. So we've talked about it all season long. Region 4, 4A specifically, we really had 5 or 6 guys that could have been a Mr. Football semifinalist, and we got 2 of them in there. So the talent pool just in this region alone is ridiculous.
You can watch all these games on the UCR family of networks on Facebook. See, Cookeville is on UCR 3. 4. Upperman is UCR 3, and then White County's on 2.
Yep.
And then you have, what's the game of the week?
Macon County is at Saudi Daisy.
Yeah, Macon County, Saudi Daisy. So, of course, you'll be able to watch Macon County, Saudi Daisy right here on Hub Plus as well. You can hear the Upperman game on 106.1 The Eagle if you're out and about. And you can hear the Cookeville game right here on 107.7 and 1400 The Hub. More with Jacob Vincent coming up. We'll talk a little bit we'll wrap up the Macon County game, and then we'll talk a little college football. I saw some of the predictions about the playoff, and the Vols and Hoosiers it would be our team versus Jacob's team. That's what they're thinking right now. So we'll get into all that and look at the Alabama LSU game, Tennessee Mississippi State, and talk a little college ball when we get back here on Good Morning Cookeville. It's brought to you by Office Mart and Industry Mart. We're live here in the Willow Window Studio.
Let the bidding begin. It's time for the show, and you know it's gonna go high. There's a buzz in the air, and people come from everywhere to hear the auctioneer cry. The sound of the gavel never gets old. When you hear an EJ say so, live or online, we handle auctions of any kind.
Call Amanette's Eagle Auction at 526-5335, where we soar higher.
At Gentry's Power Equipment, we deliver unmatched value and reliability for all your outdoor needs. Right now, get an instant $700 rebate on select X-Mark radius mowers and enjoy special financing options at just 1.99% for 48 months. Don't miss out on these incredible savings. Hurry in, rebates won't last long. Visit Gentry's Power Equipment today and power up your yard with the best deals in town. Gentry's Power Equipment, 755 Buffalo Valley Road, Cookeville, where big boy toys are their specialty.
The gas industry makes gas smell. We do it on purpose, to let people know when gas is present. If you smell gas in your home, call the gas department immediately, day or night. Then, after you call, don't flip any electrical switches or light matches until the serviceman has inspected your home. Help us keep natural gas the safest energy there is. Natural gas. Energy for life. This message brought to you in the interest of safety from the Cookeville Gas Department in cooperation with the Tennessee Public Utility Commission.
Willow Window is your go-to destination for all your window needs. At Willow Window, we specialize in providing top quality windows that not only enhance the beauty of your home, but also improve energy efficiency. Our wide selection includes a variety of styles, colors, and materials that suit every taste and budget. Visit Willow Window at willowwindow.pro or call 946-3691. Visit the friendly, experienced team at the new Willow Window showroom at 310 Newman Drive in Cookeville. Willow Window is the name you can trust.
Did you know your life insurance is an asset you can sell? I'm Jay Jackson, CEO of Abacus Life. For almost 20 years, Abacus has been purchasing life insurance policies from seniors just like you. And at abacuspays.com, we've created a free policy value calculator so you can find out the worth of your policy in just seconds. There are no fees and no obligations. Get real value from your life insurance when you need it with Abacus. Learn more at abacuspays.com.
Are you having trouble hearing? Hearing loss can devastate the quality of your life. Now, there's an affordable fix for you or your loved one. Rated in the best hearing aids of 2024 by USA Today, Audion Hearing has the highest quality hearing aids at the lowest prices, just $189.
I actually like them better than my old $5,000 hearing aids.
I could not believe how my hearing and life changed.
Join over 500,000 happy customers by going to audionhearing.com. That's AUDIEN hearing.com.
1077 and 1400, The Hub.
Morning Cookeville.
Jason and Sheila. Good morning, Cookeville.
Good morning, Cookeville. It's Jason and Sheila here, live in the Willow Window studio. It's 7:20 now.
We're going to finish talking with Jacob Benson from Upper Cumberland Reporter about the game of the week, Macon County. So that is, what time does that start?
Theirs is at 6 Central Time.
Okay.
So I'm glad you asked that. Yeah, they're on Eastern Time Zone down at Saudi Daisy in the playoffs. It's always at 7 local time. So theirs will start at 6 Central Time. So kind of get a precursor for the game of the week about an hour before all the other games.
Get an extra hour of football.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's a good plan.
Never bad.
No.
There you go. Never bad.
So tell us about that game real quick, Macon County.
So Macon County 8-2 have played extremely well these last 4 games. They're on a 4-game win streak, and after losing to White County, they're scoring 49 points per game over that streak, and they just absolutely dominated Stone Memorial last week. Beat them 54-0.
Oh my!
Their most output offensively, their second shutout of the season, and anything they wanted, they got.
So does it look like they're hitting their stride here right at playoffs? Okay.
Yeah, and we thought that some of it had to do with the schedule that they were playing. It started with DeKalb County, which was a very good win, and then it was Livingston and Trousdale County in Watertown. And so we thought, they're doing what they're supposed to do against inferior opponents. And then they played Stone Memorial and did the same thing. And so it kind of changed the conversation a little bit. And the bad part is they're a 3 seed going on the road.
Oh, wow.
So they're going to Saudi Daisy, who is the 2 seed out of that region. And if you're Saudi Daisy, you're saying, what do we got to do? We earned a home playoff game, and now we got to play one of the best teams in the state in Macon County, who took Upperman to the brink. I mean, they had a chance to tie that game and ended up missing the extra point. So it seems like Macon County and Upperman have always just, the rivalry these last 2 years especially, has been tremendous. Now, the fun part is, if Macon County wins, they would go to Upperman in round 2. And so they would be the game. They would be the game of the week next week as well. So, but this is not going to be an easy matchup for them. I mean, Saudi Daisy is 9-1 for a reason. They're a good football team. They've got a lot of size, and that is the one thing that Macon County has struggled with this year. Macon County's not very big, but they are very fast, and they're pretty physical with the size that they do have. But Saudi Daisy, if they're able to use their size to their advantage, they've got a quarterback that he's going to sling it, and he can run. He's big. He's probably 6'2", 6'3", 200 pounds plus. He's got size himself. So they're going to have to be able to wrap him up, bring him down. They're going to have to be good in the secondary, which they've got a ton of speed in the secondary. I don't see that being an issue. But the run game for Saudi Daisy might have some opportunities against this Macon County defensive line, and Macon County's defense has been very good all season long, and especially in these last few games. So they could still, it wouldn't surprise me at all if they go out and win this game by 3 scores.
Okay. Well, that'll be another interesting game to watch tonight. High school playoff football, we're here at it. So exciting times. Also coming toward the end of the college football season as well. And some pretty big games this weekend. Alabama LSU, I guess, is the biggest game on, and to me, that's a pick'em game.
Yeah, it's 3-point spread right now. Ole Miss Georgia, also another interesting one.
Oh, I forgot about that.
And that one's at Ole Miss. That's a 2.5-point spread right now.
I don't know who to be for as a Tennessee fan in that one. My guess is Georgia because we don't play Ole Miss, so. going to be weird. Like when Alabama's playing Missouri, having to remember that I'm rooting for Alabama.
Yeah.
I'll have to remember that I'm rooting for Georgia on this deal.
Yeah, you're rooting for Alabama this week as well against LSU and make that win look a little bit better.
I know.
It's very hard for me.
I mean, it's one of the most difficult things in the world to do, but I persevere. I give my all for Tennessee. So,
well, that's what's nice about Indiana getting matched up with Tennessee in the playoff right now is it's probably not going to happen because of how many things still have to happen in the SEC. Because if Tennessee wins out, they go to the SEC championship. They're going to be a top 4 seed probably, if not 5 or 6.
I've seen some Alabama fans talk about they don't like Milroe. And man, that guy's as athletic as you could want.
He was the Heisman favorite coming into this year.
That's why I'm like, why don't I mean, I get it. After Joe Milton with us last year, I get watching a guy who's so athletic, you could think he can do anything, but he really hasn't had the normal Alabama offensive line.
Yeah, and I mean, I think Alabama fans at this point too, they're just looking for something because it doesn't make sense to them. I mean, when something's going wrong, you got to figure out why, and they're not used to being in games and
getting beat by Vandy and
getting
Tennessee in the
beat by
same year.
Vandy.
Yeah,
It's and obviously for them, they can't lose. They lose another game, they're out. So they've got some chances starting with this LSU game and to still get into the college football playoff. But it's their biggest game of the season because if they lose, they're done.
Right.
And so they've got to win it. But he's obviously a very good quarterback. I mean, he was the odds-on favorite to win the Heisman this year. Hasn't gone his way, and part of the reason probably the Tennessee defense a few weeks ago, and then obviously the Vandy game too. But and some of it too could be maybe he's just playing a little bit more reckless, and
I don't know.
You don't have as dominant of a defense that you've had in years past,
That's
and
true.
taking some more chances maybe, and but yeah, I mean they've got a big one, and then we mentioned that Ole Miss Georgia one right now at Ole Miss. It's a huge opportunity for the Rebels.
That's going to be a great game, and Lane Kiffin will be ready to go against Kirby. He seems to always be ready to go, and so that's going to be a good game. Another piece of news out of the Southeastern Conference, which I'm super happy about, is Florida's keeping their head football coach.
It seemed like Tennessee fans were pretty happy about that.
Yeah, keep that guy.
I think I added that in my sports this morning as well. He's
did.
15 and 18 in 3 seasons now with the Gators, and
best coach Florida's ever had.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, the Tennessee's finally able to get some wins against. So we'll see if it happens in the Swamp next year. And but that's obviously always a tough place to play. But it's worked out for Tennessee so far.
All right. You mentioned it earlier, the College Football Playoff Championship. They released what they were doing, and the matchup was the Vols.
Yeah, if the season ended today.
Yeah, season ended today, it'd be Vols and Hoosiers, which I know Hoosiers are your team. And when I saw that come out, I was just like, that could be fun. And the way they've got it right now, it's going to be at Neyland.
Yeah.
And the way it
sound happy about that.
And you can tell TV loves Neyland at night.
Yes.
I don't think we're ever going to get another day game at Neyland Stadium.
They shouldn't. I mean, I've been there. That's the best environment I've ever been to for a college football game, and I think a lot of people would say the same thing.
But you were saying you don't want Indiana to play there.
Absolutely not.
But wouldn't it be neat for your players to be able to say they played in like a real stadium?
Sure, but then I don't want to see them get beat by 14 points. Now, I don't know if Tennessee's offense is going to be that good to do it at that point because obviously they've kind of struggled here in these last few games, but they're getting wins. Just their defense is ridiculous. But yeah, I do not want to go to Neyland, and like I said, it might not happen that way. And obviously Indiana's kind of got their chances to pave their own path.
Yeah.
It starts with Michigan this week, and
right.
favored for the first time, and I forget what it was, like 20 years. Or
I've been
something
secretly rooting for the Hoosiers a little bit,
and
just
then
so you know.
Yeah, and then they get a bye, and then they get Ohio State. So they can, if they obviously you beat Ohio State, you're in the Big Ten
Sure.
championship
Oh, yeah.
game.
You
So
got plenty of chances to
Yeah.
screw it up, is what you're saying.
right, yeah, and even if you go 11-1, I'm still pretty confident that they'd have a chance to possibly host a playoff game, and depending on how they play in that Ohio
Yeah,
State.
but who wants to go to Indiana and play a playoff
I
game?
do.
Nobody. Nobody. Wouldn't that be disappointing?
Yes.
That'd be
Sorry, Jack.
It's they only got 53,000, so
I mean, it's teeny-tiny. I mean,
Teeny-tiny.
it is.
It used to be. It used to just be two sides.
Yeah.
And then before I got there, they enclosed the north side.
Right.
And the south side was still open.
Yeah.
And then they finally enclosed the south side. So at least it's fully enclosed.
Yeah. I mean, it looks better
Yeah,
now, but it's still a little itty-bitty old.
That press
thing,
box
yeah.
does that press box.
Even if the Vols play there, I mean, you couldn't fit even as many fans that would travel to see.
Oh,
them.
no, that'd be.
See, I would want Tennessee to go there because they would just overlook Indiana because it's only got 53,000 fans. We'll win this game easily, and then we'll see what happens.
Jacob, thanks so much for being here today.
No comment from him.
We really appreciate it. And, of course, tonight, high school football, it's playoff time. You can check out Upper Cumberland Reporter on Facebook, get the full schedule of where your team's playing. Again, if you want to hear the Upperman game, you can hear that on 106.1 The Eagle tonight. That's brought to you by Henry Brothers and The Doodle. Also, Cookeville tonight on 107.7 and 1400 The Hub. That's brought to you by Henry Brothers and The Doodle. And then the game of the week, you can watch that on Hub Plus if you happen to be watching us right now. This would be the same exact place that you'd watch that. So a lot of places for you to watch high school playoff football tonight. Jacob, thank you so much.
Yeah,
We
thank you
appreciate
guys.
It's Good Morning Cookeville. It's brought to you by Office Mart and Industry Mart. Jason and Sheila here live in the Willow Window Studio.
Local news. News Talk 107.7 and 1400. The Hub.
News is brought to you by One Bank of Tennessee, where service is second to none.
Now, live from the Hub News Center. 2 men from Putnam County were killed in a tragic murder-suicide during an 80th birthday celebration on Walnut Road. The Putnam County Sheriff's Office reported that Randall Eldridge, 63, and Bobby Andrew Fye, 56, died after an argument turned deadly in the driveway around 8 p.m. on Tuesday. Witnesses said Fye shot Eldridge before taking his own life. Authorities believe a decade-long feud between the two may have led to the incident. And Tennessee Tech University will celebrate its veteran students, faculty, staff, and community members with a week of events honoring Veterans Day. Though classes are canceled on Monday, activities kick off Tuesday with a public Veterans Day ceremony at the Jer Whitson Building, featuring U.S. Army veteran and Tech's Associate VP Kevin Vetter as keynote speaker. Events continue with a campus-wide appreciation day and a Veterans Town Hall on Wednesday. Thursday brings a kickball game and a block party, and on Friday, Tech offers a Veterans Movie Day in the Veterans Center. I'm JP Bazette. You're up to date with the Hub News Center.
Good morning, Cookeville. I'm Jacob Vinson with the UCR Sports Report on 107.7 and 1400 The Hub. 49ers star running back Christian McCaffrey is expected to make his season debut on Sunday against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. McCaffrey has practiced all week, and Coach Kyle Shanahan says he is ready to go. The Pro Bowl running back has been on the IR since September 14th with a lower leg injury involving his calf and Achilles. Florida Gators athletic director Scott Strickland announced yesterday that they are sticking with head coach Billy Napier to lead the Gators football program. Napier is 15-18 now in his third season with Florida. Napier's buyout would be $26 million. The Nashville Predators fell to 4-9-1 on the season last night as they lost to the Florida Panthers 6-2. Flyers beat the Lightning after a shootout 2-1. Bruins beat the Flames in overtime 4-3. Islanders over the Senators 4-2, and the Devils beat the Canadiens 5-3. Tonight on high school football, we have 4 playoff broadcast games. On UCR 4, Cookeville battles Riverdale. Upperman and Signal Mountain on UCR 3. White County plays Red Bank on UCR 2. And on the main UCR page is Macon County at Soddy Daisy. I'm Jacob Vinson. That was the UCR Sports Report on 107.7 and 1400 The Hub.
The Fox Business Report is brought to you by Paul Winkler Incorporated, now with an office in Cookeville, creating confident investors. PaulWinkler.com.
I'm Elizabeth McDonald, and this is the Fox Business Report.
Electric vehicle startup Rivian Automotive reported a wider than expected third quarter loss. $1.08 from sales of $874 million. Wall Street was expecting a loss of 96 cents on shares of $1 billion, according to FactSet. Another company cracks down on pandemic-era remote work policies. Employees at the Washington Post getting a memo from the newspaper's chief executive that they'll be expected to work from the office 5 days a week next year. Managers have to be back in the office full-time by February 3rd. All employees are expected to return to the office by June 2nd. Representatives of the employee union, the Washington Post Guild, pushing back, calling the policy inflexible and outdated. Business news twice an hour on Fox News Headlines 24/7. I'm Lillian Wu.
Did you know your life insurance is an asset you can sell? I'm Jay Jackson, CEO of Abacus Life. For almost 20 years, Abacus has been purchasing life insurance policies from seniors just like you. And at abacuspays.com, we've created a free policy value calculator so you can find out the worth of your policy in just seconds. There are no fees and no obligations. Get real value from your life insurance when you need it with Abacus. Learn more at abacuspays.com.
Upper Cumberland weather.
Brought to you by the Habitat for Humanity's Habitat Restore, located at 560 South Jefferson in Cookeville.
This is your latest forecast from News Talk 107.7 and 1400, The Hub.
We'll see clouds start to break up a little bit today. Temperatures will climb into the low 70s. A little bit of cooler air in here overnight. We'll be in the low 50s, low 70s again Saturday. We'll start the day dry, but rain chances increase as we get into the afternoon, especially tomorrow night and into Sunday, with highs falling into the lower 60s.
Colorectal cancer patients hear a million things when they are diagnosed.
At least it's a good cancer.
You're strong. You got this.
Just stay positive.
You don't look sick.
What are you going to do now?
Then there's what they really need to hear.
The Colorectal Cancer Alliance is a one-stop resource you can trust.
The Alliance is a guide along your path with cancer.
Learn about preventive screening and find support at colorectalcancer.org. Go to the Alliance. Go to colorectalcancer.org.
Good morning, Cookeville, with Jason and Sheila.
On 107.7 and 1400, The Hub.
Good morning, Cookeville. Brought to you by Office Mart and Industry Mart. We're Jason and Sheila here, live in the Willow Window Studio. It's 7:36.
Emma Levitz is our guest. She's with Art Round Tennessee, and the Art Prowl is going on starting today at 3 and tomorrow as well. And we're going to find out exactly who all is a part of this. There's so many different places that people can stop and just enjoy the local artists.
Yeah, we'll have artists exhibiting at 33 different locations in Cookeville's west side that are all within walking distance of each other.
That's really great.
Yeah. The how many artists do you think? Because it seems like I heard there was more than ever. Is this like the biggest one ever, or am I mishearing that?
We have almost the same number of exhibiting artists as last year. We have 83, but we do also have additional artists that are teaching workshops and doing demos and kids activities. So I guess that would bump it up to probably the most artists that we've had.
Okay. Well, good. I was right.
So you stop and get one of these. I don't know if you can see this on camera. It's a booklet that tells you where to stop, and I mean, there's so many places to stop. So is there a first place that you would think to gather? Or I know all of the stops have these booklets.
Yeah.
It tells you where to go.
Yeah, so stop number 1 is going to be our Art Prowl tent. We have an event tent set up across from Ralph's Donuts next to Meg's Bread, and that is a good first stop. You can pick up a booklet. You can talk to us about any questions you might have about our nonprofit or the event, and then you can head through the west side and explore all the stops.
Are the is the art for sale whenever you go look at it, or is this just to look at and enjoy right now, or both? I mean, it's both, but can you buy the art?
Yes, you can definitely buy the art. This is a really good chance to start holiday shopping for the season. All of the artists will have work for sale, but you can also just walk around and enjoy it if you're not looking to shop. But yes, we encourage shopping today and tomorrow for sure.
Well, one of my favorite things, I've already stopped by the Silver Fern. I had some things I needed to do there, and Bree Flora has her art in their gallery area in the Silver Fern shop, and I've already bought a piece of her art. I was a pair of earrings that's part of her artwork and art exhibit. You can buy them, but of course you got to leave it up for the art. Got to leave it up in the gallery until it's done. But I mean, it's fun. It's so much fun to talk to the artist about what they were thinking, what kind of things influence them to make their art, and I think that makes it more interesting.
Yeah, I think like all of our artists work really differently and make really different work, so there's really something for everyone. And because there are some of our stops are galleries, there's additional shows like Bree's show going on this weekend as well. So there's really something for everybody to look at or shop for or just enjoy walking around downtown.
So it's
and when a lot of us, me included, when you think about this art prowl and all that, you think about it just being paintings. That's not the case though, right? There's all kinds of different art. You have to kind of expand your mind a little bit to understand that art isn't just paintings.
Yeah, I mean, we have a lot of excellent painters, absolutely, but we also have woodworkers, we have a blacksmith, we have fiber artists, illustrators, artists that work digitally, jewelers, ceramics artists. There's really the whole
So really something for really everybody. So you say you can do some Christmas shopping there. You're not saying, hey, come buy a painting. Come buy there's stuff for everybody that could be Christmas gifts. And I just want to be sure to clarify that because some people are like me and extremely uncultured.
He's not real extremely uncultured, he knows, but I understand what you're saying. You don't think of scarves and things like that and other types of things that could be works of art, teapots, clay teapots or metal teapots or woodworking and things like that, metalworking.
Sometimes you don't think of those things as art until you meet the artist and you find out about their process and their thoughts and their concepts going into it, and then you realize it's just functional art or wearable art or whatever.
It's really something for everybody. I know that's a cliche saying, but what are some more common things they could find that besides like paintings or drawings that people may be able to get for Christmas gifts that they may not think of, the average person may not think of?
Sure. Well, first of all the painters and illustrators, even if you're not in a place to buy an original painting, most of them sell prints. So if you see a painting that you love but you just want to get a small gift, you can usually still find a print of that item. There's also, ceramics artist, a mug is always a good gift. There's really
homemade
something
soaps
for everyone.
I don't know if you have that this year.
Not soaps, but we do have in our Art Prowl tent on Saturday, the Mountaintop Candle Shop.
Yes.
We'll be there for a couple hours, and they'll be talking about their process and selling some candles.
What are the times each day? It's this weekend.
Yeah.
It's starts today, right? So it's today and tomorrow. When can people start doing the Art Prowl?
So today you can start art prowling at 3 until 8 p.m. And then tomorrow we kick things off at 10 a.m. until 6 p.m.
Well, I just love it. It's one of my favorite times of year because you can get some really great deals on some of the art is very expensive, but like you said, you can get even some of their first works. I know that I've been to some of them before, not just prints from some of their paintings or drawings, but I know some of the jewelry artists was selling some of their first works that was a little bit less expensive, and I've gotten some really great deals at Art Prowl before.
Yeah, there's really a full price range if you really are coming with $20 or $200.
Exactly.
Find something. Yeah.
That's what's beautiful about it, and it just introduces everybody to all the artists that's really in this area.
Yeah. All of the artists live within 100 miles of Cookeville, so they're all quite local.
What do you think really makes this area so special and attracts a lot of the artists and they stay here?
Yeah, it's hard to say. I am always surprised by how many artists are living and working here. I think, the Appalachian Center for Craft has definitely produce a lot of artists that still live in this area. I also think it's probably this area, we're close enough to big cities where we can travel for art shows and everything, but our
can get the hell out when we want to.
Yeah. Rent and everything is a little more affordable in Cookeville, so I think it's just kind of conducive to that lifestyle.
And I've heard a lot of the artists like being close to nature too, and we've got so much of that here, so you can just go and just kind of wind down a little bit, and it refreshes your mind to be creative.
Yeah, you need that inspiration that it can be hard to find if you're in a big city all the time.
We got Art Prowl going on. We'll talk to Emma more about that coming up here in just a little bit. It's Good Morning Cookeville. Good Morning Cookeville is brought to you by Office Mart and Industry Mart. We're live here in the Willow Window Studio. Be right back.
Hey folks, this is Paul Winkler. One of our clients said something interesting about why he chose us. He said the financial advisor he had worked with up to this point in his life wasn't the one to get him through retirement. Is that you? You've made it this far, but you recognize you don't get a do-over when you're actually in retirement. It's not too late to feel confident about your financial future. The first step is easy. Set up a phone consultation or in-person meeting with any of our offices by calling us at 615-851-1950 or just go to paulwinkler.com.
And now located in Cookeville.
Looking for incredible deals and unique finds? Discover the Habitat Restore off South Jefferson in Cookeville. From furniture and home decor to appliances and building materials, we've got everything you need to spruce up your space, all at unbeatable prices. Plus, every purchase supports Habitat for Humanity. The Restore is also hiring. Approximately 30 hours per week, must be able to work Monday, Thursday, and Saturday and lift 50 pounds. Questions, please email restore@uchabitat.org. Habitat Restore, South Jefferson Avenue, right here in Cookeville.
Over 50 years and still going strong and growing. With American Way, you'll gain the knowledge and skills necessary to thrive in today's market. We provide realtors the tools they need to succeed, so this essentially adds up to success for the agents. If you are willing to work, we can make it happen for you. We also have a very family-oriented culture with a focus on productivity. Give me a call. I'm William Ball, 931-310-6291.
American Way Real Estate, 710 South Jefferson Avenue in Cookeville.
Hey guys, it's Philip Gibbons for Carlin Chevrolet. Aren't you tired of being sold a car by the other guys? And once you leave the lot, the dealership acts like they don't even know you anymore? Well, at Carlin Chevrolet, they're not in the business of just selling cars. They're in the business of making you family by having the #1 customer service in the Upper Cumberland for over 10 years and lifetime oil changes. Carlin Chevrolet on the corner of Spring and Willow or carlinchevrolet.com. Carlin Chevrolet. Upfront, honest, home.
Our nation's economic problems have been building for the past 50 years, and they're not going away overnight. Dr. Ron Paul here, and this is why I recommend diversifying your IRA or 401k into gold, a proven bedrock in any economy, with my friends at Birch Gold Group. To learn more, get a free info kit on gold. Text the word HEDGE to 989898. That's HEDGE to 989898.
Message and data rates may apply.
Go with your gut. Your dog's immune system is based in the gut. A diet lacking in nutrients can cause itching, scratching, and a weak immune system. However, there is a solution. DINOVITE. Dinovite. It took a grand total of 2 weeks. The dog stopped itching, the hair stopped falling out. Try Dinovite for free. Just pay shipping and handling. Learn more at dinovite.com/radio.
Happier, healthier with every bite. Over 1 million pets helped with Dinovite.
Jason and Sheila. Good morning, Cookeville. 107.7.
Good morning, Cookeville. We are live here in the Willow Window Studio. It's 7:48 with Jason and Sheila.
Emma Levitz is a member of Art Round Tennessee. Are you the president of that? Or
I'm the executive director.
Same thing. Executive director. And also, she is an artist herself. I know in a moment, Jason has something he wants to ask you about, but I was wanting to...
Oh, you want to go now? Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
He's excited.
No, I want you to go ahead.
He's excited.
No, it's good.
I wanted to talk just briefly about your art, too. I don't want to miss your art, so tell everybody what you do and where you will be at.
I'm a stone carver. I work with marble and limestone. I make functional pieces and sculpture. This year, though, I actually won't have an artist booth for the first time in a while, just working the event this year. So
you're making sure everything goes smoothly for everybody else.
And also this will be the first year I get to walk around Art Prowl because I always have a booth, and then you're kind of
That'll be fun.
I totally understand that though, because you miss all the other artists.
Yeah,
because you're working and showing your work.
Yeah, so I'm excited to get to like participate in Art Prowl as a attendee this year, and then also help run the event. But yeah,
I totally understand that.
All right, so tell me a little bit about what's going on with the blacksmith stuff, because that is really cool. And you think about blacksmith, you think about somebody, horseshoes, something real simple maybe, but they do so much cool stuff. Blacksmiths do. What all does that entail for the Art Prowl?
Well, so our blacksmith that will be exhibiting, he'll be at Walnut Street Market. His name's Jack Bly. He's a pretty accomplished blacksmith. He's known as just like the Tennessee blacksmith. And he has work in the Smithsonian. He's done a lot of work where he is studying like historical time periods and how they were smithing metal in that time period and trying to recreate some of those processes.
So is he like making swords and stuff too?
Not quite. I don't know if he does any bladesmithing. I think he does a little bit, but I know he does a lot of like hooks and little sculptures, and I do think he does some blades.
Is the Angry Ironsmith?
That's a different guy.
Yeah, but I was wondering if he's going to be there.
He won't be at Art Prowl this year.
We interviewed him one time. You remember?
I remember that. Yeah.
And that's kind of, he has swords and stuff.
Well, I was just wondering because I've been watching a lot of the Viking shows.
Yeah.
And
he's wanting his own sword, I think.
And the blacksmiths on there.
Forged in Fire shows.
Forged in Fire. Forged in Fire is so interesting.
Well, that's the Angry Ironsmith was on that show. That's why we were interviewing him.
Yeah. But so that's why I was asking about swords, because of the Viking shows.
Well, you'll have to stop by the Walnut Street Market and ask Jack if he makes any swords.
He might be able to make you a custom sword.
I don't need anything fancy.
I mean, I think a sword is inherently fancy.
It is. It's really cool.
And then there's an aluminum pour, which is also one of the coolest things ever to watch as you're scrolling.
It's so satisfying to watch for some reason. I don't even know why. Well, it's the beauty of it. It looks like liquid silver.
Yeah.
But it's aluminum.
Yeah.
But it's just beautiful.
Yeah, David Fricke, who's a local artist, he will be giving a metal casting demonstration tonight from 5 to 8 p.m.
He's also been on the show.
Yeah.
It'll be an outdoor demo out near our Art Prowl tent, so near the Meg's Bread, Ralph's Donuts area, so from 5 to 8. He's going to show sort of the different steps he takes, like making a wax, making a mold of the wax, and then pouring the metal. And I think he's going to make a belt buckle to show the example.
See, guy stuff.
Right. So if you don't know what that is and maybe think, well, I've never seen that before, and I don't know. If you've seen the video where they pour the aluminum into a anthill and then dig up the anthill and it makes a really cool pattern, that's what this is, but he's just making his pattern out of wax and then pulling the wax away. Is that how that works?
Well, yeah, it just depends. You can either melt the wax out, or you put a pattern into sand and kind of press it in, and then you take your pattern out and you just are left with like the cavity in the sand. That's like the anthill concept.
And I loved seeing that anthill though, because I didn't know, ants are intricate anyway, and to see how deep down that anthill goes, and it's all in aluminum, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
So I'd think, and Emma, correct me if I'm wrong, this would be a great date night, because there are things for guys too that they would really love. It's not just which some guys like art too. I mean, like
we just need enough to keep us interested.
So you could have the blacksmith, seeing the aluminum pour.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a great night for date night.
It is. It's cool.
And if you are out with the whole family, we're also doing kids activities tonight and tomorrow in the Art Prowl tent as well.
Like what kind of kids activities?
So tonight, Connie Hall of Ad Lib Arts, she is teaching an arts and crafts workshop with kids, and she's going to have wooden maracas that you can paint or decorate. And then tomorrow she'll be hosting a CD scratch art kids activity, and then our president Justin Blackman will be hosting a paper mache kids activity tomorrow.
All of that sounds fun.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind doing some of that. I mean, I'm always in the market for a good maraca.
It's not just for kids, you know.
Oh, so adults can take advantage of the maraca painting as well?
Don't push the kids out of the way.
Yeah, as long as the kids are the priority, you know. I'm sure you could paint them.
Well, of course, kids are the priority.
We need to say that's free. The activities are free.
Yes.
Now, if you purchase art, of course, they'll charge you for that. But as far as walking it and being involved with the kids' activities and just watching how they do their art or the aluminum pour, that is all free.
That's all free, yeah.
Yeah. So stop and get a booklet to know where all the stops will be, and make sure you start around Ralph's Donuts.
Yeah,
because that's where the kids' tent's going to be.
Yeah.
So bring out the kids, bring out the family, and go see some art for the Art Prowl. Is there more than one art prowl that happens a year, or is this the big art prowl?
We just do it once a year. This is our 23rd annual art prowl. We do smaller events throughout the year that are like mini art prowls kind of, but this is the
You're thinking of First Fridays that we've had her on with, and there's lots of other promotional things they do, but this is their big.
I got you. Yeah. I got you. So the others are just like little mini art prowls, and this is the big dog.
Or little mini features at a certain place. This is all over the west side.
Okay, I got you. Yeah. Well, it sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun just to come and really watch some of the demonstrations. To me, I mean, the art that people make is really neat. When you
see them do it, it makes it more interesting because you see how tedious it is going into it.
Yeah. Well, that, and then you the artistry that's actually happening while it's happening, even though it's probably not how they would normally do it because they're doing it as a demonstration, but it's still neat to find out how things get made. I'm real bad to watch, the shows about how things get made and all that
America
stuff.
And all that.
Yeah, I don't even care what they're making. They'll be making mayonnaise. I'll be like, oh, I wonder how they do
I
that.
didn't know that process was like that.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's like demystifying something, kind of.
Yeah, in a way, but you also feel like you're learning something as well while you're doing that and opening up to the arts, because you might see something and think, I can do that. That may spark an interest in somebody doing the arts, which is a really cool thing to get involved in, especially with the art community here. Something else, Sheila brought it up earlier about the art community is you guys always want to help an artist. It's not like it's a competition or anything like that. I'm sure there's a little bit, there is in everything, but you're always willing to put your arms around somebody or put them under your wing a little bit to teach them. I think that's invaluable and probably why the community's growing. Agree?
Definitely.
Yeah, we're definitely, some arts events or exhibitions are very competitive, but Art Prowl is a community event. We really want to celebrate all of the artists here and all of the people that think they might want to do art or just enjoy it.
Right.
And just teaching the community of what all is here, and that artists are just like anybody else. They just have like something really cool that they enjoy doing. That's
artists
their
have feelings too.
Yes, they do.
Yes, they do.
I'd say artists have.
Said, thank you.
I'd say artists have maybe even more feelings than the rest of us. But
I always look at they see the world at such a different view than most of us, and it's like a lovely view that they put into their work.
Well, Emma, thank you so much for being here this morning. Really appreciate it. Starts at 3 o'clock this afternoon. Start around where Ralph's Donuts is, and go on the Art Prowl this evening, tomorrow, even if you want to as well. So
great weather for it too.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We appreciate everyone being here, watching, listening. However, you got to Good Morning Cookeville. We really appreciate it. Monday we'll be back with the
Veterans Day show.
That's right. Yeah, Monday is Veterans Day.
And Skip Ritter will be talking about Be the One. It's a Veterans Day, he'll tell it a whole lot more, but talking about helping those veterans that may have some difficulty getting back into the real world, I should say.
Oh, yeah.
And just how a lot of them can suffer and need therapy and things like that. And this is a new thing for them. They care about them and where they can go. That Skip Ritter will tell us more about that at 7:30 on Monday, so I can't wait to talk to Skip.
Guys, have a great weekend. Enjoy some high school football tonight, and hopefully your team wins. Go Upperman, go White County, go Cookeville, go Macon County. That's who we're rooting for. We'll talk to y'all Monday. Have a great day. Bye.
Bye.
This is News Talk 107.7 and 1400. The Hub. Good morning, Cookeville. W299BY, 107.7 FM, and AM 1400 WHUB Cookeville.